taking a ride. I'm in the passenger seat like last time. The wife will be driving. But we got a lot to talk about. We're going to break it all down because we got like an hour drive maybe. So we'll be able to get it all in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. Yes, we are live. So I'm going to wait about 30 seconds, let y'all come in the building. But yeah, chime in the chat. What's up, man? No, you're good.
Sorry,
I'll put it up.
I apologize. You need to take it off?
No, just, oh, you need it?
No, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I'll
I
just
was
put it up there.
you.
No, you're good. No third or fourth round pick. Genius.
Has Shadur got picked yet?
No, I doubt it.
Dang.
Genius by Chris Greer, but we'll talk about it. This isn't no perfect draft. Yes, it is. Y'all not thinking bigger picture, and we're going to talk about it. How, Vivian? I'm about to explain. Matter of fact, I'm going live because of you, Vivian. I saw you on Twitter like, how? I said, you know what? I'm out here running errands. I'm going to explain. I know y'all were waiting on me to go live last night. I was sitting on the couch, and
knocked out.
All I remember, like 1 in the morning, my wife, hey, get up. You gotta go to bed. I was knocked out, y'all. This draft, travel, jet lag, all that, it took me, man. It took me. What's that, JD the Great? What up, man?
And you're jet lagged though because you road tripped.
Yeah, I know.
They know you road tripped.
Yeah, they don't know that. I mean, I think they know I did a lot of driving too. All right, we're gonna break it down. I got a lot to discuss. I'm gonna get to y'all questions too eventually. Yeah, you just went the wrong way. So whenever you get a chance, just make a left out of here.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I don't think you can actually.
I can't go through this way?
Maybe. Let's see. Okay. I gotta help my wife. She don't know how to drive, y'all.
Yeah, I'm a little directionally challenged.
Yeah, I think you can get out that. Maybe you can get out that way. We'll see.
Okay.
And then you just get on the highway and go. All right.
Okay.
Go all the way down. Shout out to Silent Storm, just dropped a donation on the channel, said, TD, what do you think of Shadur falling and who you taking him in the 5th round if he's still available? We're about to, I promise y'all, we about to talk about all of that. I got a billion thoughts in my mind, and I'm gonna ground it, you know? TD say hi to Hillary from me.
Who was that?
That's John Featherland.
Hi, John.
John Featherland said hi.
How are you?
All right, John, I gotta do a background check on you now.
Hi, friend. I think John is my friend.
Yeah, I'm messing around. All right, man. Okay, so let's break it down. Let me ask y'all, do y'all want me to address the Shadur thing first, or do you want me to talk about why I think this is the perfect draft for the Miami Dolphins so far?
Because that's not Miami Dolphins business.
Audience, baby.
I want to hear your thoughts on Shadur because I'm invested.
They gotta tell me.
Okay, go ahead.
Perfect draft for Shadur. Put it in the chat now. Hurry up. Perfect draft for Shadur. Shadur. Yes, Shadur. Draft, just Shadur. So all these Shadurs. Perfect. Let's get it out the way. Okay?
Okay.
Let me break this down. This is so loaded. And I think it is a terrible look for the NFL. Hear me out here. First of all, we're talking about a Heisman candidate, right? You know what? I'm just going to say it. First of all, I want to get on those people who are trying to justify what's happening right now as if this has anything to do with on field. Stop. It stopped being about on the field in the 3rd round. It stopped being about on the field in the 3rd round. I mean, technically in the 1st round, but you can debate with me the 1st round. Okay. You can debate with me the 2nd round, which is a slim debate, but okay. But it stopped being about anything with play on the field when we got to the 3rd round.
That's diabolical.
Let's call that what it is, okay? And as soon as you determine, so all these groups talking yesterday, all of these spaces, oh, then why did anybody else want him if you thought he was that good? Him right now, with the 5th round about to start, not drafted, it had nothing to do with his skill on the field. Let's get that out the way now. So all y'all, I'm telling you, you look, first of all, you look bad on your football takes to even try to justify that yesterday. Now this man is available going into the 5th. Ain't no justification. We know that. We know this is a different reason. Number 2. Well, bro, you got to get over the fact that he's not a starter in the league. Ain't no starters in the 4th round. Nobody's looking for starters in the 4th round because none are available. So even if you want to try to make this crazy argument he's not a starter in the league, even if he was a backup, he's the best backup available. Like, some of y'all really trying to justify this. When why won't you say it? Why won't you just be honest? He too cocky for you. You don't like whenever he tell you, you're like, this is a personality thing. There are people that don't like other people that will tell you, I'm about to take your cookie. Then they take your cookie and they on the podium smiling about it. You don't like people like that. You don't like them to win. It's jealousy. It's envy. It's hate. That's what it is. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna talk my talk. And then when they back it up, you mad. You want to see him lose. Shouldn't be a surprise. We saw it in college. How many people said they win in 2 games? How many people said that they won't win 3 games at Colorado? They ain't nothing. And every time they did lose, everybody came out of hiding. Told you they ain't nothing. Y'all never wanted to see him succeed or what they had going on in Colorado. So you sure don't want it to translate to the NFL. Somebody said, bruh, players don't like it. You ain't gotta like it. Stop it. They don't like the tush push either. That's why the weak-minded individuals all get rid of it. Stop it if you don't like it. That's the society we in now. Who cares what players don't like it? Stop it. We don't want to go up against competition no more. We don't want to have to, like, we're so scared to be embarrassed now. Hey, if you ain't it, you ain't it. But you know what? It is what it is. And that's only one element of what's going on with him right now. That's just one element. Another element. There's a lot of cowardliness, in my opinion, from head coaches and general managers. Because Dion did say, I'm not coaching in the NFL. But if I did, it would only be to coach my son. What you think he go to an organization and the organization start looking bad and they do it and they start looking bad and people start rumbling, talking. What do you think? They're going to always be looking over their shoulder if Shadur showed out of, man, his dad could end up taking my job. That's another piece to it. I don't want that. Another narrative that's out here, and this is the one that upsets me because it's bogus. I'm hearing the kid doesn't love football. Stop the cap. The kid played it his whole life. It's his life. The truth is, you finally got some kids coming out that don't need football. Now you want to turn not needing football into he don't love football. It's crazy to me. So whether he get drafted or not, yes, his life is still going to be great. It's going to be fine. That's what y'all don't realize. Somebody in the chat, at least he got humble. You think he's humbled? This just makes him more hungry. He's going to be more cocky. The only way you could potentially humble him is if nobody even takes him undrafted. Just say, we don't want you in our league. That's the only way you could humble him. And shut him out completely. You could draft him in the 7th round, and what is his brain going to go to? Tom Brady was a 7th rounder, and he going to get excited.
And Tom Brady's his mentor, so there's
and Tom Brady is mentoring. This is what y'all don't get. You can't humble somebody who got a dog mentality.
Hello?
And that's why I keep telling you, that's why you should want him. Because he can't be broken mentally. Y'all don't get the strength of that. A guy who can't be broken mentally. His dad has trained him for this.
Yeah,
and y'all running from it. Yeah, it's like y'all beat into submission. No, we need you to be a yes boy. It's almost like that's what you want. That's the only thing that you'll accept. No, we want a yes boy. That's especially Miami. That's part of our problem. We don't never gravitate to a dog mentality.
Yeah, I want a player to talk their mess.
Y'all don't get that. That's the stuff I'm talking about. He can't be broken. Y'all think this is breaking him? You already took away his lifelong dream, and you think that broke him? Of course, any human being like, dang, that's messed up. But he's prepared for this his whole life. In his brain right now.
It fuels him.
Okay. The only way you break this man is telling him you are not welcome in our league at all. Undrafted. We don't even want you in the building. 32 teams. That's the only way. It's the only way. And if you do that, NFL, then ladies and gentlemen,
it's not based on merit anymore.
It's not based off of anything, but
it's rigged.
That would actually, you know what that would actually do? That would, and it's already starting to, that would solidify this notion. You know how, because I don't bring race and all of that into it all much at all on this channel, but that would solidify the good old boys club that everybody talk about that we brush off.
Yep. Sure would.
If you can't be beaten to submission, we don't want you. Because you can't tell me there's a single player. I don't care how bad, which is all cap. I don't care how bad you think Shadur is. There ain't a player being drafted today that is more valuable than him on a football field.
Period.
There ain't. So at the end of the day, that's why I say it's technically a bad look. The only people hooping and hollering and like, yeah, see, he ain't even, that's just sad. Because once you get all up into this, and guess what? All the people saying that Shadur is all hype, he's all hype then. But guess what? Even if you took away any hype, he ain't no 4th, 5th rounder.
But no, what's funny is
it's crazy what y'all saying.
They're saying that they're questioning his athleticism, his this. Tom Brady wasn't athletic.
Stop.
Tom Brady
Listen.
wasn't this. He wasn't that. But he's still the GOAT.
But guess what? Tell me this. All these people, he needed to be humble. Did y'all say that about Baker Mayfield and Johnny Manziel?
Sure did.
Did anybody say it about Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel?
They said that about Dion.
Come on now, the hypocrisy. Y'all got to keep it a buck.
Yep.
Keep it a buck. And yeah, we comparing him to Brady Q because what was Brady? Shadur Sanders was a better prospect than Tom Brady.
Didn't Robert Kraft
like think about what you're talking about?
Didn't Robert Kraft say that Tom Brady shook his hand after he was drafted and say you just made the best decision you ever made?
And Robert Kraft said, "Oh, okay," and didn't think nothing of it.
He backed it up.
Y'all need to start like again, all of this. He was nothing but hype. He was overrated. Even if I concede and say you're right, he ain't overhyped and overrated for the 4th and 5th round.
Sure not.
He wasn't overhyped and overrated for the 5th round. At some point, that goes out of the window. You draft him in the 3rd, told you he was overhyped and overrated. Okay. But the 4th and 5th round, get out of here.
I mean, I'm not saying Shadur is better than Tua, but even Tua was drafted in the 1st round in what? 5th pick? Was he 5th?
Huh?
Was Tua fifth?
5th overall.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. So at the end of the day, it's a multitude of reasons. The Mike Tomlin could have been the Miami Dolphins head coach, but at the time the owner said he was too hip-hop. That's another factor that's going into this. A cultural disconnect. They don't like the culture, all the bling and showing out. They don't like that either. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my whole point of all the Shadur thing, it has nothing to do with on the field. Y'all stop trying to make it about X's and O's, overhyped and overrated. It's all cap.
Sure.
It's all cap. You're just walking away from the reality. There is a cultural disconnect, and they don't like it. That's what this comes down to. They don't want anyone that they don't feel they can control, number one. And at the end of the day, it's not even that kid. So it is what it is. And again, y'all think that I'm one of those individuals. I'm a fan of Shadur Sanders, clear, right? But I could care less. He don't pay my bills. But
Emmanuel Acho said his mistake was not code switching. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's crazy to me. But here's my thing. Shadur hasn't been picked. That's his business. Now I want to get in lines with the Miami Dolphins taking Shadur, right? Let me tell you why the Miami Dolphins are not a serious organization. Because with that first, 4th pick, now if they end up getting them, they can right the wrong. But you literally have a quarterback, right? Who you view as your franchise starting quarterback, right? So remember, this has nothing to do with Tua from a bad session or nothing like that. Tua is our starting quarterback. He's our guy that they believe long-term is our answer. Fine. It is what it is. But I am actually shocked that with his, forget X's and O's, whether you believe Tua is great or not. Let's act like he's Patrick Mahomes for a second. With his injury history, it is shocking to me that he's not the guy that you would want to come in and back up and develop just in case Tua has another catastrophic injury. In the 4th round. 4th round. I've done so many streams over the last 2 months, and I've asked the question, what if Shadur was I've asked the question as a hypothetical that I never thought would come true. Because I would debate people. Oh, you wouldn't take Tua in the 2nd? You wouldn't take Shadur in the 2nd if he fall? Oh, well, I don't know, maybe, but then I said, so when, like, is this just a Tua thing? You just addicted to Tua, you don't want competition? And then I've asked this one question to several people on these streams. I've said, well, I know this never happened, but if he was there in the 4th, would you take him? And I only asked that question to see if you were addicted to Tua or if you really cared about what's best for the team. Every single person. If he's there in the 4th, then even though I love Tua, yeah. That's a no-brainer. Every single one of you. I haven't had a person answer me yet that said, no, I wouldn't take him in the 4th either. I haven't had a person yet. Everybody said it. All right. Not a person. And now all of a sudden, oh no, man, he's not good enough. It's the 4th round. Oh yeah, but he's overrated. It's the 4th round. Ain't nobody drafted many starters today. And yet you got a quarterback who has been hurt 4 out of 5 seasons. Blows my mind. Dolphin fans should be raving. Tua is our guy, but you can't pass up on the opportunity for this guy to sit behind him just in case Tua keep down this road. And y'all know if Tua got hurt this year coming up again and missed 6 games, what are we doing as an organization? We got to waste a first-round pick? Makes absolutely no sense. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. This ain't even about, and people want to be like, oh, you just want Shadur for the wrong reasons. If you're a Dolphin fan and the man is here in the 4th and 5th round, what other, like, there ain't no ulterior motive. Oh, don't get me wrong, though. If we drafted him, I'm going to start my stuff. Oh, Tua. Oh, is that, yeah, I'm going to do me because I just think it's funny. But realistically, as a Dolphins fan, in the 4th or the 5th round, and y'all talk about, yeah, we don't want no Shadur, and y'all accuse me of making this about Tua? No, you're making it about Tua. And it proves the point, y'all don't want no resistance, no possibility of somebody that could potentially be better. You don't want it. Just admit it. You love him so much that, and this is what I mean by a Tua-neer. They don't care about the betterness of the team. They only care about Tua. Some of y'all are exposing right now, this is the truest term of a Tua-neer. Shadur Sanders in the 4th or the 5th round. Oh, no, we don't want that. The truest form of a Tua-neer. Case closed. I don't have to prove that no more. Some of y'all don't get it. I don't have to prove that no more. They are showing you today. All the people sitting there, oh, we don't want Shadur in the 4th or the 5th. No, man. They are showing you today. They do not care about the Miami Dolphins. They care about Tua. That's it.
Your phone is getting hot, so it might.
Really? Did it say that?
No, I can feel it.
Okay. Shout out to the ENT shop. Said, Chris Greer is the problem. A Dolphin fan wants he gone. All right, listen. Shadur, a cancer though, TD. Why y'all think that? Why y'all think that? Because the media keep trying to tell you that over the last 3 days? The only cancer he is to the other team playing against him. His teammates love him. His teammates love his attitude too. They love his confidence. Y'all need to stop listening to all these people that's just trying to justify why he's not being picked. This is crazy.
Remember when Tua got on that podium and was like, I can't be a savior? So you rather have that language than somebody that is...
Yeah, that, like, I don't get it.
Like, his confidence doesn't bother me at all. Like, I think
it's mind-blowing to me. But you know real Dolphin fans. If you somebody who literally is saying, I don't want a better quarterback as a backup right now. If you're not even thinking of him as a backup to Tua right now, you stop. You don't belong in the conversation. Just listen. I don't have to focus on the road. I'm not the one driving. The wife is somebody, but thanks for caring about my safety. But my wife's driving.
Yeah, we're good.
So if you're not even viewing him as bring him in to back up Tua, you don't belong in the conversation. Just listen or leave. It's that simple. Like I can't. Like I'm reading people's responses all online and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. Some people don't even realize they're showing their bias, but the reason why they feel empowered to is because so many people are. So many people are right now. TD, you are so upset. I'm not upset about the Shadur Sanders thing. Every grown man got to go through what he go through. Hey, they snubbing him. That's his business. I'm giving you my take on it, but I'm upset with the Miami Dolphins potentially missing out on a major opportunity right here. This is a bigger equivalence than the Laramie Tunsil gas mask to me.
No, I think people should be upset though, because I think what's happening to him is egregious. I think it's unfair.
But he got to lay in his own bed, and he's not crying
but you know
about
what? Well, you know what's so funny though? We're in this culture that is like anti-DEI, anti-nepotism, anti-this. The boy is good regardless if his name is Sanders or not. So why is he not getting his shot?
But here's what's funny. What has he done wrong other than rub you the wrong way?
Right, exactly.
He's done everything right. Does he have problems in school? If he's had problems off the field?
It tickles your insecurity. It tickles your, and he doesn't have to dumb down his confidence for your insecurity.
Is he out here assaulting people?
Correct.
Is he out here
he came from a stable family.
It's crazy.
There's nothing wrong. And that's why people are upset, because they're like, wait a minute. This is actually not fair. It's really not fair.
Well, the fair piece, I really don't get into, because when you don't have control over it, it is what it is.
Yeah, but to me, it sets a precedent for.
Yeah,
it's a bad look. This is nothing. It's a bad look.
My thing is, from a Miami Dolphins perspective, wow, like, call that kid and tell him Tua is our starter.
From a Dallas Cowboy
We're bringing you in to back him up, potentially, because you got to compete for that too. And then if you get an opportunity, you need to be ready for it. It's that simple.
But you know what? A couple of hours ago, Jerry Jones was just singing Shadur's praises, but said, but I won't draft him. Why? Dak need to back up. Dak ain't no good. Like, why wouldn't you draft him? Why not? Doesn't make any sense.
But hey, it is what it is. My thing is, somebody may take him today, and if they do, he got to work his way through whatever the circumstance is in that organization.
If this is true, the only thing I do say is he did it wrong. If he was walking around saying, I'm not going to play with that team, I'm not going to play with that team, I'm not going to play with that team, to me, that's wrong. You shouldn't have did that. But what's crazy is Michael Irvin did an interview and said they used to do that all the time. Like, teams used to interview him, and he'd be like, no, I'm not coming to y'all, so don't draft me. They all used to do it. Yeah. But when he does it, it's a problem.
Exactly. And that's now that, do you notice over the last 24 hours, they've shifted to 10 different narratives?
Sure have.
Well, it's because of this. It's because of that. No, well,
they're running out of
this is this. Well, it's that. And now they're bringing out, well, teams feel like he was trying to work his way to a specific team.
They running out of narrative.
And because in his draft process interviews, he wasn't ready or came across as, I don't need you, or whatever. Like, there's too many reasons coming across.
It's getting
that's all spread out. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But here's my thing. A team like the Miami Dolphins, I'm shocked that you're going to go this route, but it is what it is. Seahawks are trading QB Sam Howell to the Vikings. The Vikings get Sam Howell, per sources. FYI, I think that just popped up on my screen. All right? That just popped up on my screen. Anyway, it is what it is. The kid got to work through it. I'm just giving y'all my take on it because y'all asked.
But he's not whining about it. He's not whining about it.
No,
we're the ones outraged about it, but he's not.
So at the end of the day, he'll work through that. TD, can you explain why he dropping Q? You done been here since the beginning of the stream. I done already listed 10 reasons.
Maybe you're behind on your chat.
No. The Q just came in. Q been here the whole time. He been in the chat. Q knows. What he's trying to say is, well, 32 teams don't. No, that's not what's happening right now. All right. Let's keep it moving. But I got a super chat from In the Trenches. Miami pick coming up. I'm down for Sanders. Take a chance with 3/5. I'll tell you this too. Miami can fix this if they can land him at any point. I don't care if it's in the 7th. It's just a travesty that everybody is just keep on passing on him. But Miami will have the best draft they've ever had if they actually were able to get him. Let's get into the Dolphins in the draft so far. A lot of y'all don't like what they did. I love what they did because I understand something that a lot of y'all may not be thinking about. So let me help break down why the Miami Dolphins draft has been one of the most perfect ones in my opinion so far. The only thing I think they dropped the ball on was in the 4th round. Shadur being there, that would have been a huge steal, but they trade out. Now, trading out was also a phenomenal move if you just, for whatever reason, don't want Shadur, right? It's bad because you didn't get Shadur, but since you didn't, you did the second best thing, trading out. And let me explain it all. First of all, you get your 1st round pick. That is going to be a defensive tackle that holds this team down for 4+ years or more. I believe he's going to end up being the best defensive player in the draft. Time will tell. I think we actually have a big winner there. I love Greer staying there and saying, let's go get it. Here's my problem. It's not a problem. It's a good thing. This is what I was thinking in all my mocks. And y'all watch me on my mocks. All right, TD, you missed my super chat. I actually hit it. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I hit your super chat earlier. I've been read it, bro. Let me make sure real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mrs. TD, I agree. Tua said that 1031 Flores season.
Oh, you got real receipts.
Wow.
Yeah, he says something about I can't be the hero or I can't be the savior.
Yeah,
something like that.
Is that third round next year for Ramsey, but waiting until June 1st? No. It was a little profitable, so it could entice a move eventually for him anyway. But no, let me tell you why. We gave up a fourth. Okay? I'm going to get to that. So anyway, here was my biggest concern. Y'all have watched me do about 10 mock drafts, right? And I kept telling y'all in every mock, I want Jonah. But I can't mock him 48th. I want Jonah Surveyor, but I can't get him in any mocks at 48. How many times did y'all see me talk about this on our mock drafts? I want to figure out a way to get Jonah, but I can't get him unless it's in the mid-30s. So that's why I was so adamant about moving out of 13 to the 20s to pick up an additional second in the mid-30s. That's why, because we would have got a good player in the mid-20s and then been able to get Jonah. That was always my strategy. Always the strategy. And if you've been on this channel and you've been watching my mock drafts, tell me if I'm wrong that I haven't been saying that. So we picked that 13. I automatically said that's a great pick, but we ain't getting no more starters. We'll get a club starter at 48. We ain't getting no more starters. I just don't see it. We're not getting any more starters. We'll get a guy who's on the edge of starting, but man, we're not impacting right now. When Greer moved up, I knew it. It was either Will Johnson or Jonah, and they win Jonah. That was a huge move. Miami giving up the capital they gave up, don't fret. When you see your guy, Greer has missed on draft picks over the last 4 years because he waited, hoping he'll be there, and the pick was gone. I know we on the clock. We'll see. The pick was gone.
Is it the 5th round right now?
Yeah. So you have to go get your guy. And I love that he was aggressive to not miss on our guy. He got him. Then we get to the 4th round. Because let me tell you something, you wouldn't find no starter in the 3rd. You'll find a solid player that you want to develop. And you missed the 3rd, into the 4th, developmental pieces. Me, I had already said, 4th round pick, hopefully they get somebody solid with some upside. We'll develop them and maybe they can shine one day. One day they can shine. But then that's when I was like, but Shadur is there. I'm like, you got to go get Shadur, and if not, pick up some future picks. But I didn't think for 1 second they were going to do it. And when I saw them pick up the future pick, blew my mind away. I said, and it's a 3rd. You got a higher pick next year. I love it. I love it. Good move. Houston's going to be a mid-tier team, and that's a middle of the 3rd round pick. So instead of 116, you just picked up potentially the 75th or 80th pick next year. That's very valuable. That's so valuable. Y'all worrying about trading out of 116? Who was the player you wanted? Who was the player you wanted? So the Dolphins did the perfect thing. Chris Grier went into this draft, and let me tell you something. Chris Grier is on the hot seat, but how he conducted himself today could have very well moved him off the hot seat, because he didn't panic like he was on the hot seat. He did what was right for the long-term success of the Miami Dolphins. He did what was right for the long-term success of the Miami Dolphins. And that was the smartest thing. And that's why even if he goes up in the office to a new position, or he's just our regular GM, he actually made all the right moves. I love these picks for the future. I think it sets Miami up the right for a rebuild, to where it's quicker. It's a quicker rebuild. I love it. I think that Chris Grier did everything perfectly in this draft. The pick is in for the Miami Dolphins. Whoever we pick, I don't have any high expectations. It's just, okay, nice developmental piece. He's pretty nice, hopefully he can work in and he can become something. And it's going to be a safety or a corner. I already know. The Dolphins will probably pick up a safety or a corner in this round. But we'll see. We'll see what they end up getting. Y'all let me know in the chat. Defensive tackle, doubling down. All right.
Y'all got a defense.
Jordan Phillips, so they pick up a developmental piece. We'll see how he works in and if he can impact for a later. We'll see if he can impact the team to maybe replace Zeeler one day. I don't know. That's what this is. And again, anybody saying, oh, this is a solid move, this is a bad move. None of it matters in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. You don't know what you're getting. You're just filling the roster, saying we like your skill set. Let's see if we can refine it.
Do you think there's a possibility that Shadur does not get drafted at all?
I don't, but hey, if it's going this far, maybe everybody's just like, no. Browns just traded up with the Eagles at pick 144. So yeah, if they I think somebody will end up taking them, but if they don't, then the league got to deal with that press forever.
I think people are going to boycott it. I think people are going to really
there will be a call for it.
Yeah.
Hello, I just joined the stream. How would you feel about the Dolphins taking Shadur Sanders to learn behind Tua? We talked about that for about 20 minutes already, but it would be the right thing to do because of Tua's injury concern. How can you pass up on a valuable prospect? Even if you don't think he's this or that, you cannot deny he's better than Zach Wilson.
For Patrick Mahomes to tweet this is crazy, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows what's happening.
It's crazy. And they ain't thinking about Shiloh. What if they take Shiloh before Shador?
Yeah, that'd be a real thing.
But would they hold what they're doing to Shador against his brother?
He's not better than Zach Wilson. Some of y'all need to stop. Stop.
Did they actually, people commenting though, did they actually watch Shadur's games? Because we sat there and we watched almost every Colorado game. Did they actually watch the games?
No, they haven't. Whoever's out here talking about how is he better than Zach Wilson, then what you're telling me is Zach Wilson is better than Tua. Because Shadur better than Tua.
Ooh, I didn't want to say it, but you did it. So, shots fired.
Shadur better than Tua.
Ooh.
And then all y'all people around here, oh, you don't like Tua. Why would you want to draft just another Tua? Because he stay healthy. and he has better improvisational skills, and he got that dog and confidence in him that's not going to be wavered by a tough coaching.
And he can take a hit because he's taken so many already. Shadur took so many.
The kid that showed that he can be the most sacked and still get up on his feet.
Unshaken and still make it happen. And he throws great passes too.
Crazy, man. It's crazy to me. But the Browns just traded up. I think, last time they traded up, I thought they would take him, so that ain't happened.
Did they have a quarterback? The Browns? Did they get a
The Browns need to draft. I
did
thought they were
get
going to draft him at number 3 overall, or whatever they were.
But did they get a quarterback, the Browns?
I think they did.
Oh, so they're not going to draft Shadur then. They already got one. They already got a quarterback then, right?
Hold on.
Shadur Sanders?
Yep, and I hate it.
Wow, no way.
See, now I'm mad. Now y'all say, TD, you mad? No, now I am.
And now, yay, go Shadur.
Right after the
Dolphins.
I was praying. I'm telling y'all going to remember this moment. Right after the Dolphins.
But listen.
Jordan Phillips or Shadur Sanders. Y'all going to remember this moment.
But listen,
that was their last pick.
Say what you want about Deshaun Watson, but learning behind Deshaun Watson is a good thing. Deshaun is a very smart quarterback. He's very smart.
Well, we'll see what they do there.
Yeah.
They're going to end up moving off of him.
Deshaun? Of course. Those allegations jacked him up for like.
Y'all remember this. Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle for Miami, or Shadur Sanders. Y'all remember this long term.
Y'all just had an opportunity to get Shadur, and you missed it.
Yeah, but what's new? I knew we were never going to take him.
Man, that would have been crazy if y'all would have got Shadur though.
Who is? Exactly. You about to fight. We all about to find out. Another Johnny Manziel crisis. Stop comparing. I mean, ain't that what you just did? You just said another Johnny Manziel crisis and then tell me to stop comparing?
Hey, Siri,
you just said another Johnny Manziel. That's a comparison.
Hey, Siri, call TJ Dow.
Oh, Lord. God bless you, TD, as well as your wife. And chat. Thanks, Zay. Thank you. The Browns now have picked 2 quarterbacks in the draft. That's crazy.
They got our buddy. They got him. You saw they got him? The Browns did. What you think?
Thanks, Q. Salute to you.
You don't think that's a good move?
Didn't TD love watching? I still take him over what we got.
We gotta be Browns fans, but...
How about that?
We're not gonna be Browns fans?
Y'all don't know football, period.
We're just Lions fans right now? Okay, I'm done with you. Bye.
No longer a Finn fan, but always a TD fan. All right, Jay. But hey, get a Fins a chance, bro. We know they screw up. We gonna love our team, man. Oh man, I get it though.
She just woke up, like mama girl.
I know. Hey, mama girl, you just woke up?
Yeah.
She just woke up. Say hi. Say hi. She like, get that camera off my face. I just woke up. Oh no.
That is funny. Oh, I was literally praying. I was praying for Shadur. I'm so excited.
TD just exposed himself. Listen, man, you talk about a secure man that you can't break. Ain't nothing getting exposed there.
What did he expose him? What did he say you exposed yourself?
Don't know, don't care. Dude, this fool arm weaker than Tua. Y'all is funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Very funny. I don't care if his arm was weaker than Tua. A weak arm is a weak arm. It still fits in. And listen, some of y'all just need to improve your listening comprehension. I got all these people in my DM this morning. You out here advocating for Shadur to Miami, but didn't you say Tua arm was weak? Why would you want Shadur? How many times I got to tell you? My issue ain't that Tua has a weak arm. The issue is he has none of the intangibles to overcome it. Tom Brady didn't have the strongest arm. Like you take a quarterback and look at all their intangibles in the bucket. And you take Tua and you say, he got a weak arm, this and that. But those things could be overcome if you have an extra asset to you. So I've said it a million times. If Tua had better improvisational skills, that could make up for his weak arm. But even if he tried to have it, he'd get hurt.
If he's less susceptible to injury.
Also, Tua has the injury bug. That hurts him. If Tua wasn't as injury prone, I would love to see this out. If Tua had better improvisational skills, he can overcome that. So when you talk about Shadur Sanders, he got a weak arm like Tua. He's just as accurate as Tua. He can process the field. Can you please tell me in the chat right now, what does Tua do better than Shadur Sanders? Give me the intangible. You can't use the accuracy. And some argue he's more accurate than Tua. You can't use the accuracy.
We'll wait.
Don't say everything. List them. List them. List them. Start listening. Anticipation? You mean to tell me every draft evaluation of Shadur, that ain't at the top? Anticipation? And accuracy? Please.
That was good, though. That was fun.
Tell me what Tua got does better than Shadur. So all y'all, everything, you just hating, but you can't name them. You can't name it. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting in the chat. Can't name it. Can't name it. Accuracy. So y'all still going to accuracy? Shadur is more accurate than Tua.
Is that the only thing they could name, though?
No, they can't name anything because he's actually better than Tua at it.
But you listed like 4 things. So is that the one thing that he's better than?
No, people ain't crazy. They're in the chat right now saying he's better at getting hurt.
Oh, okay.
So, when you really break it down, some of y'all just talking to talk.
Shadur better than Dak.
Some of y'all just talking to talk. You can't even sit here and name to me the thing that he better at. Leadership.
The man that said I'm not there.
I give you that. I'll give you that. Tua is more humble. I'll give you that. You see what I'm talking about? But we talk about on the field.
I don't think he's.
We talk about on the field.
Isn't he's more humble or is he less capable? Because there is a difference between the two. Like
No, Tua's more humble. No, Tua's more humble.
But he has to be.
Tua's more humble.
To be arrogant, to be that confident that you have to be able to stand on it, though.
Hey, I'm still waiting on a legitimate answer, and this is my point. Yeah, all the less entitled and humble, I get all that. That's where
That's not what.
But this is my point. You really can't even sit here and tell me what Tua's better than him at. And then when we talk about the flip side of it, what is Shadur better at? Improvisational skills. The ability to absorb contact and not get hurt on every play.
Smart.
Without the history. And no matter what you want to say, he is a 10 times better processor of the field when he gets time to throw the ball.
Higher football IQ, period.
A better processor of the field and intellect when he gets time. It's crazy. Like some of y'all just really don't like the kid. I understand the people that just love Tua so much. Of course, they're not gonna bend the brick.
I love Dak too, but he's better
But
than
some
Dak.
of y'all that don't even care for Tua, y'all are killing me. I don't even get, but you're literally being consumed by what the media is telling you about this kid right now. I don't get it. In the NFL, TD, I get it though. Q, I get it. He ain't been in the league yet. But we're talking about coming out of college, the conversations that were had about both prospects. Tua spot throws better than Shadur. I'll give you that. But that's where Shadur ain't got a spot throw. He has good anticipation, but he doesn't have to use it as much as Tua. And he can make every throw, by the way. even outside the numbers. But the arm strength, it does take a while to get out there.
The resilience in that kid is unmatched, man. I'm telling you.
Big time.
He works. He does film. He works. He reviews film all day long. He's gonna be an asset of the Browns. I'm telling you. Yeah. Is that stroller in the back? Is that stroller in the back?
Compare Tua and Shadur in college. That's fair. It would be fair if Shadur had 3 Pro Bowl worthy wide receivers. All he had was Travis Hunter. And worked and did his thing with him.
Sure did.
Y'all need to stop talking about the college game. When these kids, some of these quarterbacks have everything. Outside of Travis Hunter, name the player on Colorado that was that dude. Please, another quiz for y'all know-it-alls. Name the player outside of Travis Hunter on the offense that was that top prospect, top 10 guy, that dude. Please, help me out. Name to me. Give me, what's the running back name for Colorado? Bet you can't name it. Y'all need to stop. Jimmy Horn is good because Shadur helped him. Just like Horn helped Shadur. Come on. A lot of y'all know good and well if Jimmy Horn was at an SEC team, y'all wouldn't even be talking about him. See, these are good players that got a chance because... y'all give me a second. Yeah. No, if you're talking about just coming out of college, Tua was a better prospect. Tell me what greater college defense did Sanders play against? Again, how many times we got to do this? Y'all are trying to say Tua was a better prospect out of college when he had 5 offensive linemen that probably were first rounders, 3, 4 wide receivers that end up going in the first round, a running back that went in the first round. Are y'all kidding me? Is this what we're doing?
Can you see my
Now, what did Shadur have? So when you say he played against better defenses, you had the best offense in the nation, a top 5 offense in the nation. Everything around you was 4 or 5 star. Every single player that was starting was a 4 or 5 star, and you got Shadur over here with 1 and 2 stars, and y'all gonna sit here and say he was a better college prospect? Come on, man. Y'all got to put context to this stuff. Like, you got to put context to this stuff. If that's the case, Mac Jones was a better college prospect. Matter of fact, Mac Jones did more in college than Tua. Statistically. Y'all know this. So do y'all want to say Mac Jones was a better prospect? You have to put context against about going up against same talent. But how can you put context? That's like me playing with a little league team against Alabama. I mean, against Florida, and Tua playing with his team in Alabama against Florida. So we're going to grade how I did and how he did when I'm playing with a little league team? No, the context is how good was your roster? Not just the quarterback head-to-head. How good was your roster? But y'all conveniently don't want to talk about outside of that one national championship game in which Jalen Hurts played most of the game anyway. Outside of that one little national championship game, y'all keep missing me with the fact that every time Tua played a high-ranked team in college, what did he do? Outside of that game, what did Tua do? How did he look in the other national championships? Please answer that. I thought you were taking it back. How did he look? How did he look when he played Vanderbilt twice? And they were like ranked 24th and 22nd at the time when he was throwing picks. Most of the ranked teams Tua played in college, he did not play great football. Because I didn't go evaluate Tua college film on all them scrub teams. I said, how many ranked teams did Tua play while he was in college? 7. Some of y'all don't even know that because I did my research when all y'all kept, oh, we tanking for Tua. I don't know much about Tua. Let me go see this kid. I went to, how many ranked games did he play? I'm not finna go watch all them other unranked teams. He played 7 ranked games in college. 7. So again, don't tell me how he looked against some ranked teams. And that's why I was never high on him. He caved in most of them games, and late in the game, they were making comebacks, but it was still too late in some. Throwing picks. I don't know why he struggled against Vanderbilt, but he had some of his worst games against Vanderbilt. Not sure why. But I did the research. So miss me with this college prospect stuff. He looked pretty good against what? All the weekend and week out 5 and 6 touchdown starters? Bad to the other teams that weren't ranked? On the clock again. I already told y'all that on the clock stuff right now don't really much matter. Hold on. Wife done took the key fob into the store. Oh, she coming back. She gonna leave us out here burning, me and baby girl. Miami on the clock. I done told y'all, man. Whole bunch of players now that, okay, hopefully he can become something one day, but it ain't like, oh, day one starter. So let's see what we get. Well, again, hopefully it's a corner. Hopefully it's a corner we can work out. Hopefully we get a corner. Vince sent me a super chat. Give me a second, Vince. I don't want to miss you, man. People donate their hard-earned money to the channel. I don't want to miss anybody who do, man. So thanks for calling me out on it, because I want to make sure I read what you sent. Come on, man. Did I miss Vince? There we go. Was McDaniel scared that Shadur would get him fired for Dion? I can't make that speculation, but those are the type of things that sit in the back of your head. I don't want this kid coming in replacing me, because I have confirmed, I already spoke to people, there is a sour relationship in Miami with Ramsey and McDaniel, period. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else. Ramsey, McDaniel, soured relationship. And I'm telling y'all, without detail, almost in lines with what I was telling y'all, where you can't be the nice guy and all of a sudden you want to be that dude. No, we don't respect that. This ain't no winning culture. You pacifying. You giving too many people the pacifier. That's why he say, do you want to go to a winning organization? And that's the type of person you would get with Shadur. It's just Shadur may be more flashy and out there with it. Ramsey's private with it. I'll handle my business on a private level. Ramsey don't talk much out there with the media and flash and all of that. But there's two in the same with their thought process and mentality. But that shows you Ramsey is a true winner. Did we get a corner? Good. Jason Marshall, I know who that is, out of Florida, yeah. Jason Marshall, Florida, yeah. He a solid pick. We'll see. Hopefully he can work out and show something in camp to where he can earn a job. I'm not the type of person that gets up nor down on day 3 people. Like, oh man, he gonna be this and that. Ain't nobody in day 3 you gonna be like, he gonna be this and that, unless it's a slip like what happened. That was crazy. Need a QB. Why waste your time now? Why waste your time now? You had an opportunity to get a steal. You had an opportunity to get a steal. Why waste it now? You got Zach Wilson. Need Ewers? If they do, they probably go Ewers. They brought him in on a 30 visit. They might go Ewers. But I'm telling y'all, you know what the jury gonna be over the next 4-5 years? We selected Jordan Phillips the pick before Shadur Sanders. Y'all better hope they can't. See, now people gonna root. Now people gonna be rooting on Shadur Sanders to never get an opportunity in the league and never become nothing so that they could feel like they were right. Thanks to Chris Greer. I mean, it is what it is. I think I just saw something pop up. Shadur said, thank God, or whatever. Now he going to go to Cleveland and he going to go to work. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Shadur lucky. He actually lucky. I think he's very lucky getting drafted by Cleveland. Everybody know what's going on with the Deshaun Watson situation. The quarterback they took ahead of him. Let me tell y'all something, what's going to happen in Cleveland. When Deshaun Watson is gone, who do you think the people on that roster going to rally behind? When they eventually are able, because I think they're going to give Deshaun one more shot at some point. But who do you think that roster is going to rally behind? Who do you think they're going to rally behind? Somebody said Myles Garrett. Who do you think he going to rally behind? You don't think the whole NFL is watching what's happening right now? What happened undermines what all of these guys work hard to do their whole life. Even if they got selected in the first, when you can see somebody do it right like Shadur, be a good student, be a good model person. He's just very confident in what he's doing. And that's why I tell y'all, this ain't nothing but a cultural, this is a cultural disconnect, what's going on. Shadur is living in the culture he was raised on in its entirety. But that culture doesn't translate to everybody. And a lot of people don't like other people's cultures. That's all this is. It's a cultural disconnect. And it rubs some people the wrong way. But believe it or not, let me not say 80. I'll say about 70% of the NFL share Shadur Sanders' culture. Some of them are more suppressed. Some of them you don't know it until they get a bag. Some of them don't know it, don't show it until they get a bag. That's all this is. But we'll see. But you know what? He got even more pressure on him to dig himself out of a hole. And the crazy thing is, this is why I wanted him, because some people that are dug in a hole like that, people will start to say, oh, I mean, it's going to even be hard for him to get a chance. A lot of people don't like him. I think he's like right now, I think he's loving this. People don't understand, like I have that mentality myself. People like him. I love this. What you're doing is setting the stage up for me to be even bigger when I prove you wrong. Not I want to prove everybody wrong. No, we don't even think like that. It's not if, it's when in our brain. You just set the stage for it to be massive. Like, you just gave me the opportunity to have a massive, like, I could have drafted in the first round, go ball out. Oh, Shadur, yeah, he worked out, man. He's a great player. But you just gave me a Brady narrative that, like, literally. See, Brady wasn't a first round prospect, but I was, and they did me wrong. And look how I climbed out and overcame. Like, he's embracing that. He loves it, like, internally, I'm telling you. He loves it. Of course, the only thing that he didn't like is that I got all these people here to celebrate and we couldn't. Sorry, y'all. That's probably the only thing he cared about. But as far as, I'm telling you, that's the mentality, and that's what you need at quarterback. Unfazed, unbroken, This is why I tell y'all in the Dolphins playoff games, when we down by 2 touchdowns with 6 minutes left, I need somebody with fire in their eyes where I, at least, even if we lose, I at least know we still got hope. I'll be over there watching a guy like this. It's cold. How much longer we got to be out here? Like, y'all don't get it. Oh. It's crazy. Shadur Sanders better than any QB on Browns, not even debate. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Watch. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, who came back and whooped the Hurricanes? Cal McCord. TD crashing out because Dolphins didn't dry out the quarterback where the Dolphins ever looking for a quarterback in this draft. Well, Chris Greer said we could possibly be looking at a quarterback maybe in the later rounds. We have our starter now. He said that. But also, even if they weren't looking at a quarterback, you don't think that's alarming in itself? Because you're asking the question, were they ever looking for a quarterback? You don't think that's alarming that they weren't? If they weren't. I'm not saying they weren't. I still think we're going to probably take Ewers because he came in on a 30 visit. But what you just said, your assumption, you don't think Miami should be looking for a quarterback? That's my point. Chris Sharp, good luck, Sophia and Sebastian. We got Tua and Wilson. I hope so. Yeah, we'll see. Ewers can't throw. I ain't say I was high on Ewers. I'm just saying they brought him in for a 30 visit. So that's somebody that was on their radar. You don't use a 30 visit for somebody who's not on your radar. I don't think that he's like Brady. Well, nobody thought Brady was like Brady. Who thought Brady was going to be Brady when they even drafted him? Nobody thought twice about that little skinny kid who looked like he run a 10 and a 40. Like, all that don't matter. That's why everybody we drafting today, I ain't got no expectation for them, but one of them might become an all-pro. We don't know, but I ain't finna go crazy about not a single draft pick we make today. I'm not a fan of the Dolphins' current quarterback, starting quarterback, but we need to replace them with someone way better than him, not someone that's slightly better than him. Yeah, and I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, I want way better, but let me say this. It's your job to just try to always get better. Like, I don't care if it's a little better. That's an upgrade. And I've been famously on record saying a million times, Tua's just missing that one more thing to where I would appreciate him. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I would take just better than Tua because it's an upgrade. And now teams can't scheme in on just my weakness in big games, the good teams. So that's all I'm saying. And then what people need to understand, I'm not like this Shadur Sanders, oh my gosh, he's going to be Mahomes, he's going to be this, he's going to be... Now, Cam Ward, I'm telling you, he going to be that dude. But I was never like Shadur's this and that, but Shadur is better than Tua in my opinion. And you can say that I'm just hating because I'm not a fan of Tua. I know what Tua is. But I know what Shadur is, which is very similar, but I know what Shadur is that Tua ain't, and it can help him overcome the things Tua not. And hey, time will tell. Shadur might come in the league and throw 8 picks, his first 8 passes, and bye. You'll never play again. You don't know. You don't know. But as a prospect of me evaluating quarterbacks, I just feel like he's better. Time will tell. Every opinion that I've ever had, I've been willing to be wrong about and allow time to tell. But more than none, time has told that I've been correct about a lot of stuff with our team. More than not. Keep going to Dallas. What do the Browns do with Dylan Gabriel? The smart thing. Let him compete to beat out everybody, including Shadur. Like, why are we like acting like, oh, but Dylan, what about him? Nothing about him. He gets a fair opportunity to be a franchise quarterback too. Yeah. Dylan gets a fair opportunity as well. I love what Cleveland's doing. You get all these quarterbacks in the room with real eyes on Shadur and Dylan. Let them compete, and who's going to be the better option long term? Washington picked 2 QBs in the same draft. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh my God, Shadur and Shiloh to the Cleveland Browns?
Shiloh too?
I think so.
No, I don't know. I didn't
saw
see that.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I just saw something.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like Shiloh as a safety.
Oh, no,
though.
they celebrate. Shiloh and Shadur celebrate.
I like Shiloh as a safety, though. I feel like he is a true developmental player. Nobody talk about Shiloh at Colorado. The thing with Shiloh, he was always
in the pool swimming when they told him.
Wow. He's always, look at that, Shadur Sanders in the pool enjoying himself when they told him.
Oh, he's live streaming afterwards. Oh.
Yeah, but I actually do like Shiloh as a player, as a prospect. I don't know how he'll do on this level, but I love him at safety. What did the Dolphins get? Did we get another corner, or did we go safety, or did they do something else? Safety? Oh, yeah. Dante Trader at Maryland. Okay, I'm not much as familiar with Dante. Haven't really done any work on him. I've seen him, but way down my boards.
All right, let's rock and roll.
All right, cool. Hopefully he can do something.
Now Shadur has to make them eat their words.
Hey.
Make them regret what they did.
Or prove them right. One or the other will happen. Safety, Dante Trader Jr. All right. Well, we'll see what that turns out to be. But I do like them going to the cornerback, going to the safety, get some fresh faces in that room. See if we can get somebody that shines all of a sudden. We're like, ooh, he's nice. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I was debating whether I wanted to go to camp this year. And now I kind of really,
You're good,
I want to see these guys fighting for those safety and corner positions. See what ended up happening there.
I got the house. I tell you that all the time.
I know, Mama.
I got the house.
I love your wife's voice. Me too.
Aw, who said that?
50 tackles, 1 interception. The name ran a 4.65. The man or the name? Trader 68 PFF grade. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't done much work on them, which ain't a good sign, but it's all good. Like I said, I don't really. They 3 people, don't write them off. And don't write them on.
Baby, put your seatbelt on.
Don't think you got a scrub and don't think you got a baller. I don't care if he was all team in his conference. Day 3, you just see who you bring in and now see if one of them can spark and Kemp. Omnaron said we need your real assessment on Zach Wilson and Kemp. You know they won't let beat writers tell the truth. Might hurt Tua's fragile ego. I ain't even think about that. Yeah, you already know what time it is. We'll evaluate Zach. You know what intrigues me about Zach and Kemp this year? Now you actually have a prospect that was a first rounder. Let's see what you can do, Mike. Thanks, Germ. I'm being careful on the road. I'm not the one driving. The wife is. For those who are wondering, why is he streaming and moving his hands and driving? That ain't safe. Stop. The wife is driving, all right?
We're good.
Thanks again. Thank y'all for caring about my safety. I love y'all, man. But yeah, Mike McDaniel. Can you have Zach Wilson out there
Hey, I'm sorry.
balling out in camp?
Oh my. How do I go this way?
Yeah. And Zach Wilson can look leaps and bounds better than Tua in camp. He still ain't going to start. They still going to go Tua. But can you give us something to talk about in camp? Like, whoa. That way we know we feel great about our backup. No, get all those ideas out your mind. Talk about Browns could have selected Shadur Sanders for a post-June 1st trade for Ramsey. Get all them ideas out your mind. Now, here's what I will tell you. Don't ever write off a possibility of Shadur Sanders being a trade asset. That's why all of this shocks me. I don't care if I was the Kansas City Chiefs. In the 4th round when it opened up, I'm trying to get him. Because he's also a draft asset. Team lose their quarterback, hey, bring him in. Let's see something. And he's also a draft asset to sit behind an elite quarterback, because if the elite quarterback get hurt, he come in, ball out, you got a nice trade asset now. Like, think about if he was with the Chiefs. No. She is trying to open that door. Good thing the child lock on.
Yeah.
No. It better be on.
Oh, yeah, she's been doing that lately. She's been trying to open the door.
It's not going to open, okay? But, wait, what's that?
What?
Is it? Yeah, pull over, just in case.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
Okay.
But yeah, just imagine if he was with the Chiefs. Mahomes got hurt. He came in, balled out. Think about the assets you have now. Think about what you can get in a potential trade. You never know. That's why I was shocked, because there's so many reasons why every team should be interested in the 4th round to get him. Every team. It's crazy to me. Any more stops? Or we headed home?
Yeah, Abercrombie.
Where's that? The mall?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to get there, right?
I got my GPS.
Okay. Just pull over if you can, though.
You check that.
Because I want to make sure her child lock is on.
100%, yeah. Because your child lock wasn't on in your car, and
so
she opened the door.
Pull the door.
She opened the door yesterday, and I had to pull
this
over.
one?
No, in your car.
My car. Okay.
The child lock wasn't on, and I didn't know how to put it on. So.
Why aren't we getting an O-line player? What did I tell y'all before the draft? The Dolphins gonna get one O-lineman. Y'all, I've already told y'all that. You gonna put the child lock on just in case?
Okay, we need the key. It was open. She's opening the door.
Okay, we need the key to put it?
I guess so. I don't know how to do it.
All right, but pull over. I'll take care of it.
Make sure she doesn't do that. No, Harper. No, stop it, Harper. No.
Yeah. Man, this light taking forever. I could have probably did it by now.
I know.
But now I don't want to take a chance.
I'm worried. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know how to do it. I think you need something to turn it.
Was it turn or just clip down?
No, it's a turn. This is a newer car.
Yeah. I think you just
use that. Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
No, mamita.
Yeah, but we'll see, y'all. Time always tells. TD Chris Greer been trash at drafting since 2017 when he took Charles Harris over TJ Watt. He missed Lamar and Herbert. Need I say more? I get it, but I am telling you, I actually, like, on me, the 2 picks that we have up at the top, that's what I wanted to achieve in this draft. I wanted a 3rd player. You could just get in and or even up there, just go back through.
Okay.
Yeah, I would slow down.
Okay, I'm slowing down.
No, but I mean we should have pulled right there.
I'm pulling right now.
No, I meant on the side.
Oh, not go in here?
It's too late now, because that way we could have hopped right back on. But now we gotta wait in the long light again.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Sorry, y'all. I want to make sure I check my daughter child lock real quick, because she's now discovered that there's a door handle next to her. I just want to make sure that it's locked properly. So y'all give me a second.
Just pull in here?
Yeah, just one of these parking lots.
Okay.
At the first two, but yeah, those first two were perfect, and then, yeah, I'll explain it in a second. Y'all give me a second.
Did you turn it on?
Yeah, I
Okay.
saw it. Yeah, it's crazy. It wasn't on.
Did you turn? How do you turn it on? You have to,
You know, it's a click. Let me
Okay.
make sure. Yeah. So she's doing it now, and it's not opening. Good. We're good.
Okay.
Looks like TD is driving around the shopping mall. This is an outlet. It's an outlet, right? Yeah, it's a shopping outlet. Out in I don't know, where is this?
Near Tampa, Lutz.
Lutz?
Yeah.
Tampa-ish area? Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. TD daughter lit. Yeah, look at her. Harper. Yay.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm doing something.
Yeah, she is lit. All right, so what kind of truck you got, man? It looks nice. All right, do y'all consider this a truck? This ain't considered a truck, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, no, it's a Wagoneer. It's not a truck.
It's an SUV.
SUV,
Right.
but that's not a truck.
Large SUV.
I don't know if people would consider it that.
Sorry, I'm doing something. I'm trying to sign into my Abercrombie account.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, this is one of my birthday
Yeah, it's
gifts.
an SUV. It's the white birthday gift. Yeah. There you go, mama.
I don't like that because it's too. It's too
But
high.
she likes it. You're oh, I get a notification. You trying to set a password?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was trying to hack me. All right.
No, I'm trying to buy something on my Abercrombie account.
They call big SUV a truck. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. That's why I was asking, because I know some people call SUVs trucks
Can you
and
close
stuff.
the sunroof though? Because it's
Huh?
so hot.
Okay, well, you want me to close it?
You can.
All right. Why you be hating? That's how me and Harper ride.
I know. I
You
know. I
always
be
in
seeing
this
y'all.
darkness.
No, it's not that. It's just I like the shade.
Whatever.
I be watching y'all rolling around in my truck.
Whatever. All right. Yeah. Let me explain this, man. So, okay, our team this year after the draft so far, because the draft over. All these players we get now, camp bodies. Who shows up and hey, you done earned the spot. I don't think about these picks. Okay, the draft is over. Some fourth rounders I can maybe, but now it's a matter of what is the team that we have. I'm okay with our defensive line now. If those guys can stay healthy, I'm fine with the D-line. Offensive line, I'm fine with it. What y'all also need to realize, the entire collective of the O-line, it's not better. It might be the same. Some of y'all won't realize that. You still got Austin Jackson. Right tackle, you upgraded. Right guard, you upgraded. Same center. Left guard, you upgraded. But I have a major fear about the left tackle position. You just went from an all-pro Hall of Famer potentially. To say Patrick Paul. And if Patrick Paul play like he did last year, stop listening to these people who pull up his highlights from last year, the few, and say, oh, he's good. No, the overall play was not good.
Bye-bye,
If he
Mama.
play like that this year, you are not going to feel the improvement at the guard position on both sides. Y'all can say Armstead wasn't all that all you want, but it don't show up in stats all the time. Why you think he was ranked the 4th best left tackle last year? I think, if I'm not mistaken. Some of y'all don't get it. So, but regardless, I'm fine with the O-line. I feel that it's stable. And the only question I have right now is both tackles. It's time for me to, I don't want to use the word be honest because I haven't lied about it, but I need to stop omitting my evaluation of one player because I just don't talk about him because he's been mid, but mid to a point to where he ain't a liability. But we're going to need better play this year, and that's Austin Jackson. We don't talk about him much, but truth be told, he's a right tackle that ain't balling. He just don't mess up enough for you to really care. So I'm concerned about our tackle play this year. We're going to rave about how much better we got on the interior line, and that was the main issue. And this year, don't let that reverse to be like, oh my gosh, our edges are bad.
Can we go to Sephora? Can we go to Sephora?
Yeah, you can. Let's be honest, TD, Austin Jackson isn't bad. I never said he was bad. That's the point.
Bye-bye.
But is he great?
Oh my gosh.
Is he good? Or is he, he above average?
Did she drink some of her drink?
Robert Hunt was considered average, and now we miss him. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Robert Hunt was never average. Robert Hunt was never average. Are you kidding me? Robert Hunt is a consistent 8 out of 10. He's not elite like a 10 out of 10, but he is a solidified 8 out of 10. He never gonna play like a 6, and he ain't ever gonna play like a 10, but he gonna give you 8 consistently, which makes him as good as a 10 because some of the 10s ain't even healthy, or some of the 10s sometimes play down. Don't tell me Robert Hunt was average. Come on, man. Come on. Is that how you view Robert Hunt? I think we got complacent about Robert Hunt. We sat there and said, he ain't never mentioned as an all-pro or a pro bowler. He ain't never did. Y'all don't get it. Oh, that's a slap in the face, boy. Robert Hunt average? Wow. See, we took that for granted because a lot of people probably viewed him as average. Oh, he not made Pro Bowls or all pros, but he ain't messing up, so he good. He good on the line. No, Robert Hunt is that dude. He just wasn't what you call elite. He's just solid and consistent, and that's above average in this league. And he's not even above average. He was good. Y'all know my categories: elite, great, really good, good, above. Y'all know. Actually, he might have been really good, not just good. I can't believe. You know what? But it's probably a lot of Dolphin fans that share that sentiment, think that he was just average. Man, y'all are so mistaken. Wow. That actually shocked me. That shocked me. Elite equals that dude. Yeah, well, yeah. But Robert Hunt wasn't elite. I've never said it. But he was a good, really good guard. And that's why he got paid, because of his consistency. You can pay a guard that's just a constant 8 elite money. No problem for the team. Good citizen, on time all the time. Does his job, come to work, ain't sitting out. Doing his job every day, ain't being a problem. I come to do my job and do it well. I come to do my job and do it well. That's what he was. Man, average. Austin Jackson is average. Robert Hunt went average. And there was a point where Austin Jackson, and this was back in his rookie year, he came in the league supposed to be better, but he came into me playing average, but he was getting better, and I felt like it was a part where I was like, Austin Jackson is good. Then he got hurt. And ever since then, he's been working himself all the way back up to where he was. But now I'm scared that he'll never go past that. See, when his rookie year, he was going up, and he got to a point where I was like, man, he still got a lot of upside. And I like this for Austin Jackson. And when he got hurt, I feel like he's been fighting just to get back to that progress, and I don't know if he's going to go past it now. Before, I had a higher ceiling. Now I feel like he can just get back to where he was at best. And that's good, though. That's good. I'm fine with that. But no, I'm concerned about the tackles this year. Long story short, concerned about the tackles this year. So D-line, I'm fine with. O-line, I'm fine with a little concern at the tackle position. Wide receivers, obvious no-brainer. Tua is what it is. We already know what to expect. Run game, I don't know about the run game. I like Jonah in his pass protection ability, his run zone blocking ability. McDaniel got to make sure he refine that and get that right. But he's going to be a good overall guy. But can Patrick Paul, I like him in the run game. I just don't like him in pass pro. So the run game should be fine. Okay? Pass protection, we still got to see. We still got to see. So tight end, Jonnu, yeah, we already know what that is. But I will say this. This is what I keep trying to explain to people. I'm one of the only people I know that don't like the resurgence of Jonnu. I'm one of the only people that do not like the resurgence of Jonnu and the resurgence of A-Chain in the passing game. I don't like it. Why wouldn't you want them guys? Why don't you like that they got better in those areas? Because all it did is took away from the receiving core. We didn't get better as a team. Those two individuals got better, and Waddle and Tyreek suffered more. And that's even if Tua was healthy all year. Their numbers weren't even going to be close to what they had the year before. What we need to start paying attention to more are the trade-offs. Stop thinking things have improved when it was really just a trade-off. And the overall got worse. The overall got worse. Yeah, Jonnu better than Smythe. I'm not saying that. That's good. But the focus on him in offense, the focus on Jonnu in offense,
it was funny,
was to alleviate team scheming for Tyreek. But the trade-off with the yards after the catch, Tyreek is going to get 5 times more yards after the catch than Jonnu would.
If you want to watch a funny movie,
we worked right into what other teams wanted us to do.
Hilarious. Go under my stuff and start it over. It's so funny.
So, yeah, it's the reason why Tyreek threw up the deuces, because you got to understand, Tyreek ain't tripping because he's getting paid big time from the Dolphins. But you think Tyreek really want to be here? He'll be fine moving on. But he ain't tripping. He getting his money. We paying him for this. But Tyreek even said in the locker room, I'm too good just to be out there running routes and be the decoy. This was with and without Tua. Y'all just don't realize that. So when he said that, that's simply because Mike McDaniel has said over the last 2 years, we just need that extra weapon, because when teams hone in on Waddle and Tyreek, we need that other guy. That's why they went out there and went after Odell Beckham and stuff like that the other year. And now it was Jonnu, and what happened? It actually helps the other guys go off, but the whole overall team success is even worse. McDaniel has a system issue. He has a system issue. The scheme is no longer as effective as you want it to be. Yeah, you can still eat on bad teams because of the talent, but the system overall ain't even close to being as effective as it used to. Went from putting up 70 points to can barely get over 20. So, yeah, this is a tough situation. Like, we got to figure that out schematically, or they just gonna die on the hill because they know where their biggest limitations are, but they obviously won't admit it. They're just trying to figure out how to build around that piece. All right. Let me see here. No, TD. The problem is the GM can't draft properly and the coach is not good. Well, I agree with that, but here's the problem with your assessment. Chris Greer isn't as far off as you think drafting. He made a lot of mistakes, but he ain't as far off as you think. Here's what I mean by that. Let's supplement draft picks. Think about all the players they did draft, and then think about all the draft picks we traded away for other players, and he still brought in those players. So what you have to realize is, even if he could draft, if he would have drafted instead of trading for Tyreek, if he would have drafted instead of trading for Ramsey, if he would have drafted instead of trading for Chubb, he would have not found the equivalence of those three players, even if he was good at drafting. It's highly unlikely. He would have not have found the equivalence of those three players, even if he was good at drafting. We're talking about, I just named 2 Hall of Famers, potentially, in Ramsey and Tyreek. Tyreek will be. Ramsey, I don't know how y'all feel about it. But I just named 2 Hall of Famers. It would have been hard. It would have been hard. So, the bigger issue for Miami is that every move that they have made has been centered around one player. We're one of the only teams that don't have something where you could plug another guy in a spot and we can keep the ship moving. That shows you don't have a well-rounded team. You just have a well-rounded group for that person. That ain't how you build a team. That's bad. Anytime you got a guy with limitations, you're going to have that situation arise. Where something happened, you can't just plug a guy in typically and bam. Because you built for that. Because anybody else you bring in, now what, you going to shift everything to fit their strengths? It's too late. You ain't got the reps in for that. Unless you're an elite guy that they swapping. But yeah, man, I know a lot of people are down and stuff like that, but I actually love what the team has done over the last 2 days overall. I actually love it. I feel like these were very key pieces for the future. We have started our rebuild. And once you come to grips that we're not a Super Bowl team now, you will appreciate these moves more. Once you come to grips of realizing we are not a Super Bowl team now, you'll appreciate the roster more.
I want to go in there.
Where? Oh. So, that's how I feel about it. CB said Greer cooking. What they talking about, TD? Tua stay healthy and we get in the playoffs and make a run. Let's get it. come together. See that talk right there? That's just delusion. I'm sitting here telling y'all, come to grips that this ain't a Super Bowl. This ain't a Super Bowl competing team right now. But the picks we made are good for the future to become one. They are good to become one. But if you got this mentality, oh, we made all the moves that's going to help us, this is what I always tell people. Before the draft, you look terrible. What make you think after the draft, you may look good, but what about the other teams that look better than you before? What you think they have done? See, people think that, oh, we look like the 2016 in the NFL before the draft, and all of a sudden after the draft, we look like a top 10. No, everybody else got better too. Some of them so much, some teams didn't need any starters. Some teams in the first, second, and third round have selected succession plans for the future behind their starter. And people are like, ooh, why would they get him? They already got him and him. Yeah, because their roster's so good that they're getting players that are expected to start in the future. So they don't have to pay the big contracts. What does that also do? It gives them depth so that if anybody gets hurt. Why do you think Miami always, well, I mean, come on, let's be honest. You know, the injuries hurt us too. They shouldn't have. Did the injuries hurt the Lions from winning 14 games when they were the most injured team in the NFL? Come on, man. We got to stop this delusion, man. All these excuses. Call it what it is. We were far before the draft. We're far now. But the core in the youth movement has already begun, and that's what you got to appreciate. We got two cornerstone pieces for the future to go along with Chop and Waddle and A-Chain. And that's where you're starting to build your youth for the future. That's what it is, man. So if you have the right expectation, then you appreciate what we did for the future. But if you're still in this mode of, hey man, we're trying to figure it out how we can win a Super Bowl this year or even compete for one, all right, go ahead, waste your time. Go ahead. I ain't trying to be the party pooper, but I'm just trying to get you realistic expectations. Now watch what Chris Greer do. He gonna go in free agency, get a starting caliber corner that's a veteran or something. Oh, he's nice. He can hold it down. Sure can. He gonna go get a starting caliber safety. Oh, he nice. He can hold it down. Sure can. But how much difference is that gonna be from what we did last year? And what ended up being the result? Now, if you still want to make a few flashes and this and that, and just to think that, you know, you're still probably going to be getting rid of Ramsey and all of that, this team, man, it is what it is. Let's see how McDaniel coached this year up. Now, that's the one thing that I will take a back seat to. Better coaching can shock us all because your quarterback ain't going to be better. The only area that can tell me I'm wrong is better coaching. I know some of y'all keep coming in here late saying, pay attention to the road. Nope. Nah, the wife driving, y'all. The wife is driving. Is this a circus?
I don't know.
Well, it's a Ferris wheel. They got some type of festival at the Buck Stadium. I don't know what it is. Well, breakaway lounge for that. Anyway, so that's where the Yankees
You mean the Lightning?
The Yankees.
They do their
New
spring
York
training
Yankees.
here?
Yeah, that's their spring training facility.
Why do they do it here, though?
Everybody come down south or somewhere. I think like the Tigers are somewhere like 45 minutes away or something like that.
Well, that's where the Rays play, though.
What?
Right here. The Rays play right there, right?
Yeah, they is that?
Yeah, baby. It says Tampa Rays all over it. The Rays are all over it.
Well, yeah. On the back end is the Yankees facility.
Oh.
You're right, actually. This is the Tampa Bay Rays. Is it?
I think so.
No, it's not.
Then why is the Tampa Bay Rays all over that? Like, why is Rays?
Rays don't play here. That's too small. They ain't no baseball, man. The Rays playing that big old dome thing over in like St. Pete or something.
That has Rays all over it. Though.
Yeah, but they probably practice there too. It's probably their practice or something, field. I don't know. TD, you are 5 minutes away from my shop. Woo, we out here, man. This is the baseball channel now. It could be. It could be. They play there temporarily. Oh, well, this facility on the corner, because didn't they roof cave in or something from the hurricane? The Rays Stadium closed because of the hurricane. Okay, so this is probably temporary. And it said thanks to the Yankees or something. Yankees might have paid for it. I don't know, because I see that sign that say thanks to the Yankees.
Thank you, Steinberg
Yankees.
Field.
George M. Field. I don't know.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Rays currently play their home games at George M. Steinberg Field in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
Tropicana Field was damaged during Hurricane
That's what I figured, because that ain't no game facility. But they play right now there, but I mean they just ain't got a lot of they probably fill it up, but a lot of people don't a lot of people can't go to games now.
Hey, good time.
Are you taking the kids to Legoland? Ain't Legoland in Orlando? Is it?
In Winter Garden. Winter Park or something like that. Oh, we haven't been in Legoland in a while.
No, but we're not taking them there. We're actually out doing some running some errands and grabbing some stuff. The wife is. She just wanted me to ride with her. I was supposed to be home sleep because I'm still tired from the trip and the travel. All right, Winter Haven. Yeah, I'm on my girl YouTube account. My name is Chino. All right, Chino. Rays Spring Training Facility. You got the green.
We need to get a bounce house for the kiddos for the backyard.
Bounce house?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like a little water bounce house.
Water bounce house?
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Like these little things right here.
Okay.
Like this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Order one for the kiddos.
Order one.
I said we need to order one for the kiddos.
Can you wait? There might be better options.
Yeah. That's pretty cool though, right?
Yeah, I like it. Bro, you in Tampa? Yes, sir. Rolling around with the wife. TD, you ain't right, bro. I ain't wrong. Oh, boy. I'm married. I understand. Oh, water bill going up. Thank y'all for donating to the channel. Oh my gosh, baby, whatever you want, baby.
Whatever I want, because
like I do want to look online because I think it might be better options.
Because after everything I did last
Yankees,
week,
that's where they practice.
You know, I was a really supportive wife while you were traveling. I was really supportive over Easter.
Baby, you're supposed to turn right here. It's a car.
I'm just saying, if you want to take me, you know, in support.
See, you're worrying about that. You're not even paying attention where you're supposed to go.
Well, because you reminded me that.
No.
If you want to get
no reminders.
Okay. Just saying.
No reminders.
I'm just fussing with you. Where is that fruit place, that farmer's market that had those kumquat things? Like the loquat, the orange ones that I like?
That's like way... Like you left that area when you first got off the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting some of those. You know what I'm talking about? The kumquat?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. When we get out of here, we're going to grab her something to eat.
Yeah, you can drive.
Something quick. I'll drive when you come out.
Well, we're going
And I'll end the stream, huh?
We're going in.
Okay, well, I'll just stop when I get... Oh, I didn't even bring... I'm in slippers. I thought you said I was going to come with you.
No, that's not
and
true.
you just want me to ride in the passenger
That's not
seat.
true. That's not what I said.
And I didn't have to go in any stores.
That's not what I said.
If I knew that, though, I would have... I only have socks on with my slippers.
That's your problem.
You said we were going to 2 stores in and out.
I never
and this
said
is
that.
like the 6th
I
store.
said I needed to go to multiple stores. I never said that. You see how you forget?
Rock, paper, scissors. Wait, what you going in for? I thought you was going in to grab one thing.
No.
And this wasn't even on the agenda.
It was on the agenda. It's always been on the agenda. It's the main thing.
See, boy. Oh, y'all pray for me, man. Bro, that's how it is. I know, but I've been bamboozled again.
You have not been bamboozled. Stop.
But I would have put some sneakers on.
That's your problem. I don't know.
You said
why.
I'm gonna be able. I was trying to sleep at home.
No,
You said
that's
you
not
wanted me to
true.
just ride with you.
No, that's
I
not
said,
true.
well, I'm putting on slippers and I'm gonna be in the passenger
make
seat.
Stuff up in your mind. That's what you do. This GPS is not moving any further, and I feel like I've missed my turn. Okay. Okay, let me see. I think I'm supposed to turn.
Oh, my stomach, and I don't feel well.
You feel fine.
Oh,
You're fine.
I hate walking in slippers without socks. It was like flip flops to keep popping my leg and back.
That's my dream car.
That's your dream car?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go look at them?
No, I can't afford that.
It's a dealership by our house. You want to go there now?
No.
Go look at some?
No.
All right, you win. You shouldn't win. So now what's that?
We're going to Nordstrom.
What is that?
What is what?
You don't see that big old gate?
What big old gate? Oh, they're doing construction over here?
Yeah, but that's something.
Okay.
What is that?
I don't know, but Nordstrom is not covered, so that's we're good. Maybe they're remodeling Dick's. I don't know. Maybe they're adding on.
Sporting. Oh, it's a soccer field out there now.
Oh.
They hooked the soccer field onto the
Dick's?
mall. Yeah, it's a small, and kids are out there playing. Probably something just while people shopping there out there playing.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a sports. That's pretty dope.
That's nice.
Miss TD is whipping the SUV.
I am.
Can't drive to save her life, boy.
I can drive well enough.
Well,
I can drive well enough.
oh Lord, did we at least bring her stroller? We ain't bring her stroller.
No,
We didn't.
No.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. The phone actually just said overheated because we had it on the dashboard.
Oh, somebody behind me.
Oh, you good?
Am I good to go in here?
Yeah.
This seems like a really tight spot.
Huh?
Gosh, I don't want to hit nobody.
Oh man, this thing ain't working. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. If you can see me or hear me right now, I don't know. It said my phone overheated because it was in the dashboard, so I just unhooked it, held it by the vent, and it just came back on. But my screen acting up, so I don't know. I can't read the chat. So I can see me, but I can't read the chat. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Okay, you can see me. Okay, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all soon. Peace. I'm out. Might even go live on my way back to the house. See y'all soon. And I have to figure out how to. Where's my cutoff button? Oh, there it is.